On the top 10 greatest comics of all time, this is number 6. This is Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X. This is the most violent, haunting, tragic, and powerful tale I think ever distributed on Marvel Comics. It has no equal in the Marvel Universe. What Barry did as the complete writer, artist, letterer, and colorist in this story was take a character that was once fantastical and fun and transformed him into an animal, into something that was primal and violent, and built this visual replication with this helmet and visor and claws that was unlike anything we'd experienced in a comic book. I remember pouring through these single issues as a child and just being frozen as I read them, just trapped in this story world here. And here I am 30 years later, rereading this book, still feeling those same feelings. This is the power of a great comic book here. And if you look at these pages, and essentially these iconic images he built for Wolverine, and this depraved story of a man who, this Canadian agent, who is then abducted by these scientists and then experimented on and transformed into the Weapon X. Right? His mutant healing factor being the thing that allows him to have this adamantium fused to his bone and to the claws. And if you look at this twisted and depraved story of these scientists abusing their power and this individual for this supposed glorious end, it's not only sort of metaphorical on society, but is a haunting tale indeed. Some of these pages are the most iconic images ever drawn. This image here of him all naked with this helmet on, I think for myself, is the Wolverine. This is the Weapon X. This is the most powerful image I think ever drawn of him. This book is not only tells the terrors and trials of scientific progress, but of a man who almost without speaking in this book suffers and is transformed into something else entirely by the end of it. I recommend reading this book in the oversized edition so you can bask in Barry Windsor Smith's incredible pages. Truly one of the greatest American cartoonists of all time. I sit at the feet of this master as I read this book, and I don't believe there's a comic ever quite as primal, ever as visceral as this book that taps into the animal brain in you and pricks it to life.